So, we have more Utica D1 rumors. Yay. Uh, I'm I'm at that point where we had the rumor last year about, well, it wasn't a rumor, we had the vote last year. Now it's like, alright, this could happen. And then we heard nothing. So now I'm just like, for a while, I said, you know what? If it happens, it happens. We're not going to hear anything until something happens. We've heard nothing. And then I just looked. Apparently there was articles, one in January of this year, that kind of took another poke at it, but it was more rumors than anything. It's more just swirling another rumor, and it's like, great. But, now we have another one. So this one comes from Mike Snee. So, Mike Snee is someone who is connected with College Hockey Inc. I had no idea what that was before I did a little research, and this is only scratching the surface. I will say he has seen time with Minnesota Hockey. He's seen time with the parent group of the Minnesota Wild, so there is a little credibility there. I mean, it's something. And he's, I guess, currently working to market D1 and all that, and you can have people on the inside. That's great, but I don't believe anything until I hear it from Gary or the hockey program itself. Now, what Snee said was, quote, I lean on the side of D1 hockey happening at Binghamton and Utica, unquote. That's great. That's great and all. But, I don't 100% believe it right now. I don't. I really don't. Because one thing I've learned, and just even watching Utica hockey the last couple of years, which isn't long compared to how long they've been around, over 20 years now. Gary likes tight-lipped program. Tight-lipped program is the way Gary runs it. That's how it's run. Unless something comes from him or the program, it's never certain. Ever. Ever. I don't care what it is. It's never certain unless you hear it from, like, Gary or the program. And even then, I'm skeptical. I'm always skeptical when it comes from them, even still. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Friends of the show, Scotty over at Marty's Legal Stick and 3-on-5 Hockey, and Mike Verminski, who's also of 3-on-5 Hockey, they both replied with eye emojis, but that, I don't know. That doesn't really help that for me. And Utica Men's Hockey retweeted it. The account itself, the Utica Men's Hockey Twitter account, retweeted it. Here's the problem. I don't know who runs that. I personally don't know who runs that. I don't know if anyone I know knows who runs that. So I don't 100% say, all right, somebody who's on the inside truly runs it, and they know. No, that's you can't always go by that. But I mean, it was rumored that earlier this season, between last season and this season, Utica was looking to jump to the NE10. And what the NE10 is the Northeastern 10 Conference. But here's the problem with that. The rumor is that both Utica and Nichols College, yes, were looking to take a shot at filling Stonehill's spot in the conference, is what it was. And there was a big rumor swirl around January, February that, Utica's looking to get in. Utica and Nichols are looking to try to fill that one spot that Stonehill left. Well, here's the thing. As of right now, from what I see, neither college made it in, and neither college has gotten in there yet, and Stonehill's gone. Stonehill's gone. Now, they have 4 affiliate members, but none of them are involved in this either. So, that's the thing. If you have a spot to fill, there's not a number of teams right now. You have the spot to fill. That's great. But they don't have. They're not, do they really have to fill it? I mean, who knows if they're gonna fill it with Utica? Because look at what Utica just did. They got a bye. They got a little too comfortable, and then they came in and weren't playing their style of hockey for 2 periods, and it lost them the game against UNE. It sucks to say. They did it for the second straight time, but that's what happened. That bye week has killed them in 2 straight years. and you're probably going to see a slightly down year. I get it because it's you lost Monkovich, Dante, Rutkowski. You're losing, or you lost Osmondson. You're losing Larson. You lost Kern. You lost Herman. You lost a lot of these guys. Gary does have, from what I've heard, he may have a plan in place, and in Gary we trust. But you know, Gary may have a plan in place, but it doesn't always mean it's going to work. And it's going to be a rough year, I have a feeling. I mean, from my point of view, it makes sense to take a slightly rougher year, kind of try to set the groundwork. Well, if you do, like I said, rough year. But here's the problem. Our conference is so weak, and I hate that. I hate it. As a hockey fan and as a Utica fan, more than anything, I hate how weak of a conference this is that they're in. Because it's such a knock against Utica. And it's a rough road. It's been a rough road, and it's going to be a rough road for Utica. I don't know what could happen right now. And there was another rumor I heard of they could try for the Atlantic Hockey Conference. Well, that was originally the thing was, okay, they're going to try to get a spot in the Atlantic Hockey Conference. Well, the vote was last year in June. It got pushed back from April to May, and then I think it was May or June they had the vote. The results never went public. Gary never said anything. The program never said anything. Nobody from, as far as I know, from the Atlantic Hockey Conference said anything. So nothing happened? Nothing came from that. That's why. Because it was like, oh, there's going to be a vote. And there was this belief that we're going to get an answer from myself and some people. No, we didn't get an answer from anybody. You never heard anything after that. You search up D1 Utica, there's like 3 articles that kind of go into depth. That's about it. And it's all on different things. I dug earlier, and there's nothing. Like, I was like, I'm going to dig and pray. I want to see what I can find because it's been a while. There's nothing. That's how tight-lipped this program is. And that's just a usual for Gary at this point. That's a usual. So, you don't ever know because he's so unpredictable. He's so unpredictable. And sometimes I love it, but sometimes from my point of view of, like, trying to report on stuff, it sucks. Because I never know. But anyways, only time can truly tell about this. Only time can truly tell what will happen, what won't happen, if this guy that came out of nowhere is right or not. You know? So, I mean, we'll see, but I don't truly believe yet. It's going to take a lot of convincing. But you never know.